जैसा कि आप लोग जानते हैं, अशोक सर आप लोगों को इंग्लिश से संबंधित वीडियो देते आ रहे हैं, साथ ही साथ कई प्रेरणादायक वीडियो भी देते आ रहे हैं। तो इसी संदर्भ में एक और नवीन वीडियो आप लोगों के समक्ष प्रस्तुत है। इस वीडियो में आपके साथ चर्चा करने जा रहे हैं इंग्लिश के सिलेबस के बारे में। इंग्लिश के सिलेबस, जैसे इसकी ड्यूरेशन कितनी होती है, कितने सारे क्लासेज होते हैं, उसके बाद इसका फी स्ट्रक्चर क्या हो सकता है, ये सब कंप्लीट चीज़ें आपको बतलाने जा रहे हैं। तो चलिए इंग्लिश के ड्यूरेशन के बारे में और भी जुड़ी हुई बहुत सारी बातें हैं जो आपको बतला रहे। इंग्लिश की तैयारी आखिर करें तो कैसे करें, ये सब बतलाने जा रहे हैं। तो इंग्लिश जो है बेसिकली 4 मंथ्स का कोर्स होता है, ठीक है। स्पोकन इंग्लिश कोर्स या प्रोग्राम कोई भी हो, वो यूजुअली 4 मंथ्स के होते हैं, ठीक है। इसमें बहुत सारे ग्रामेटिकल स्ट्रक्चर्स दिए जाते हैं, साथ ही साथ कंपोजिशन दिए जाते हैं। अब इसको ग्रामेटिकल स्ट्रक्चर्स, जैसे इसमें ग्रामर के नियम कानून तो नहीं बतलाए जाते हैं, लेकिन स्ट्रक्चर्स दे दिए जाते हैं ताकि आप उस पर प्रैक्टिस कर सकें। उसके बाद कंपोजिशन भी बतलाए जाते हैं, यानी संरचनाएं, कुछ डायलॉग्स वगैरह इसमें दिए जाते हैं। ये कोर्स स्ट्रेटजी जो है वो 2 रूपों में बटी होती है, यानी पाठ्यक्रम की रणनीतियाँ 2 भागों में बटी होती है। अब फर्स्ट टर्म हमारा होता है फाउंडेशन लेवल, जो कि एकदम बेसिक लेवल का होता है। सेकेंड थोड़ा सा एडवांस होता है। तो अब कोर्स के ड्यूरेशन की बात की जाए तो कोर्स का ड्यूरेशन सब पहले ही बता चुके हैं, 4 मंथ्स ही होते हैं। नंबर ऑफ क्लासेज 4 मंथ्स में जो होंगे, क्योंकि ये क्लासेज 5 डेज इन अ वीक चलती हैं, मंडे टू फ्राइडे ही चलती है यूजुअली। तो 5 डेज इन अ वीक चलती है। अगर कोई स्पोकन इंग्लिश का सेंटर खोलना चाहते हैं, कोई टीचर है, तो वो कैसे गार्जियन को कन्विंस करेंगे, कैसे स्टूडेंट्स को कन्विंस करेंगे, उनके लिए भी ये बेनिफिशियल है, वो एक्सप्लेन कर सकते हैं इसके बेस पे। अब चलिए हम लोग थोड़ा सा आगे चलते हैं। तो ये जो कोर्स होता है, इस कोर्स का जो टोटल ड्यूरेशन होता है वो 4 मंथ्स होता है। और अभी सर ने बताया कि फाउंडेशन और एडवांस्ड लेवल पे ये डिवाइड होते हैं। अब यहाँ पे हम लोग चलते हैं, टोटल क्लासेज कितने होंगे। तो टोटल क्लासेज यहाँ पे हो जाते हैं 80 क्लास। अब 80 क्लास हो जाते हैं तो जाहिर सी बात है, अगर टोटल 80 क्लास है तो फाउंडेशन में 40 क्लास और एडवांस्ड में भी 40 क्लास हो जाएंगे, क्योंकि टू इक्वल लेवल में डिवाइड कर दे। अब हम लोग थोड़ा सा आगे चलते हैं। फाउंडेशन लेवल कितने मंथ्स का होगा। तो अगर 4 मंथ्स टोटल ड्यूरेशन है और 80 क्लासेज हो रहे हैं, फाउंडेशन लेवल 40 क्लासेज तो 2 मंथ्स के होंगे। फाउंडेशन लेवल 40 क्लासेज 2 मंथ्स। अब थोड़ा सा आगे चलते हैं। एडवांस्ड क्लासेज कितने मंथ्स के होंगे। तो 2 मंथ्स के हो जाएंगे। अब देखिए मंथ में 4 वीक्स होते हैं, एक वीक में 5 क्लास, तो 5 4 जा 20, तो 22 जा 40, तो यहाँ 40 क्लासेज फाउंडेशन के लिए होंगे। फिर इसी प्रकार 5 4 जा 20 और 22 जा 40, तो इस प्रकार 40 क्लासेज हमारे एडवांस लेवल के हो गए। अब थोड़ा सा आगे चलते हैं। देखिए जनरली जो स्पोकन होता है ना, वो सब्जेक्ट होता है। तो स्पोकन एक सब्जेक्ट है, और जो हमारा स्पोकन सब्जेक्ट है, नहीं सॉरी, स्पोकन एक लैंग्वेज है। तो ये प्रैक्टिस करने की चीज़ है। लेकिन अदर जो स्पोकन के अलावा बाकी जो चीज़ें हैं वो सब्जेक्ट्स होती है। तो सब्जेक्ट के लिए 1 आवर इनफ है। लेकिन अगर स्पोकन की क्लास आप कहीं पे ज्वाइन कर रहे हैं तो ये माइंड में सेट करके चले कि हमको स्पोकन इंग्लिश का क्लास मिनिमम 90 मिनट्स का रखना है। अगर आप इंग्लिश के टीचर हैं तो आपके क्लासेस मिनिमम 90 मिनट्स के होने ही चाहिए। अब 90 मिनट्स की अगर आपकी क्लासेज है तो इसमें ये समझ लीजिए कि हर एक को बुलवाना पड़ता है और सुनना पड़ता है। तो आपको बार बार बुलवाना है। ये आप यू हैव टू मेक स्टूडेंट्स स्पीक। अब वहाँ पे यू आर मेकिंग देम हैबिचुअल टू स्पीक इंग्लिश एंड देन टू लिसन इंग्लिश। तो इसमें थोड़ा टाइम लगता है। तो ये स्पोकन इंग्लिश एक लैंग्वेज है, एक लैंग्वेज सिखा रहे, तो इसमें क्लास का ड्यूरेशन 90 मिनट्स का होता है का मिनिमम। एक्सटेंड भी कर सकते हैं, तो उसके लिए आपको दिक्कत नहीं देनी है, 2 आवर 2.5 आवर्स तक जा सकते हैं। अब थोड़ा सा आगे चलते हैं। स्पोकन इंग्लिश में ये जो हमारे 90 मिनट्स के क्लास है 5 डेज इन अ वीक होते हैं। इसके अलावा जो हमारे बच जाते हैं सैटरडे, तो सैटरडे को हम लोग क्या कर सकते हैं, तो सैटरडे को एक तो स्पोकन इंग्लिश के क्लासेस में बच्चे बीच में ज्वाइन करते हैं, तो बीच में ज्वाइन करते तो वो सब्जेक्ट तो की तरह होता है, तो इजी होता है समझाना। लेकिन इसमें सब्जेक्ट की तरह नहीं है, इसमें रियाज करवाना है। यू हैव टू मेक देम वर्दी ऑफ स्पीकिंग इंग्लिश। तो स्टूडेंट्स को आप वोकल बना रहे, तो जब आप स्टूडेंट्स को वोकल बना रहे, कॉन्फिडेंट इनफ बना रहे ताकि वो सरवाइव कर सके क्लासरूम में। ये फुल ऑफ एंटरटेनमेंट क्लास होता है, जॉयफुल क्लासरूम। तो टीचर को तो पहले टाइम देख करके पढ़ाने नहीं चाहिए। ऊपर से जो बच्चे देर से क्लास ज्वाइन किए हैं, जिनको कोई आइडिया नहीं है, जिनका फाउंडेशन लेवल वीक है एकदम, बीच में कई क्लासेस छूट गए, तो उनको सैटरडे को आप रिक्रूट कर सकते हैं, सैटरडे को आप रिवाइज कर सकते हैं। जो भी उनको लैकनेस हुआ है या जो वो मिस कर रहे हैं उसको कंपनसेट कर सकते हैं सैटरडे को, अगर आप पर्सनली उन्हें इंटरेक्ट करके हैंडल करते हैं तो। फर्स्ट थिंग तो इसलिए हो गए। सेकेंड थिंग को करिकुलर एक्टिविटीज के लिए होते हैं, जैसे अगर कोई कंपटीशन वगैरह होते हैं तो उसके लिए ये हो जाते हैं। कंपटीशन हो गए, डिबेट्स हो गए, ग्रुप डिस्कशंस हो गए, इसका अगर फाइनल राउंड होता है, या किसी तरह कोई छोटा सा प्रोग्राम और भी अन्य प्रकार के रैपिड सेशन का ऑर्गेनाइज करवा सकते हैं, तो इस तरह के क्लासेस के लिए सैटरडे बेस्ट है। उसके बाद कुछ ऐसे बच्चे होते हैं जिनके मन में क्यूरियोसिटी होती है, कुछ R&D ऑफ रिसर्च एंड डेवलपमेंट ऑफ लैंग्वेज की बात करते हैं, तो अगर रिसर्च और डेवलपमेंट करते हैं तो उन बच्चों को मोटिवेट और इंस्पायर करने के लिए भी हमें जरूरी होता है कि उन्हें सैटरडे को बुला कर पर्सनली हैंडल करें, क्योंकि ग्रुप में एवरेज लेवल मेंटेन करके चलना होता है। इन ग्रुप वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट ओवरऑल परफॉर्मेंस, but special performance can be focused on some special day, तो सैटरडे उसके लिए बेस्ट होता है। अब थोड़ा सा और आगे हम लोग चलते हैं। फाउंडेशन कोर्स में किस किस की बात की जाए, क्या क्या पढ़ने को मिल सकता है, तो फाउंडेशन कोर्स में जो टर्म हमें पढ़ने को मिल सकता है वो टर्म में फर्स्ट वन हमारा है थिंकिंग इन इंग्लिश। तो थिंकिंग इन इंग्लिश का जहां तक मेरा मानना है, ये वन लैंग्वेज टू वन लैंग्वेज मोनोलिंगुअल लैंग्वेज टर्म होता है। यानी अगर आप ट्रांसलेट करके अंग्रेजी बोलते हैं, देन यू कांट बी एबल टू स्पीक इंग्लिश लाइक दिस पर्सन। हाउ हैव यू लर्नड योर हिंदी लैंग्वेज? हैव यू एवर थॉट, have you learned the term in which you are translating from one language to another language? Have you learned your Hindi with the help of your Sanskrita? No, not at all. First of all, you have learned Sanskrita, then you transformed all the sentences of Hindi into Sanskrit. No, this is not possible. It will take a lot of time. If you are translating in the mind, you will take a lot of time, and language does not come like that. Language does not come like that. Actually, language comes is fluently, smoothly. Language can be based on errors, like this person has given an example, but language must be sensitive, not sensitive. Language should be based on emotions. And it is used for our deep inside sharing with our listeners and then get the feedback properly. Of course, तो यहाँ पे हम बता रहे think in English must है. If you are thinking in English, then you are actually you are listening in English, then think in English. If you are listening to your mind, if you are listening, then automatically you will be compelled to speak English. So listening in English बहुत important role play करती है. whatever is available around you, just be a good observer and then try to observe. You will find everywhere English is available, isn't it? You will find everywhere English is found, isn't it? So English should be the integral part of your tongue. English, you go through the measurement of English or regarding all kinds of activities, then your thinking will develop. Your thinking will develop. Then introduce yourself. I think this is the most important part of your foundation level English, because in spoken English is a language, and language program means to express yourself in society, among a lot of people, in public you speak, where people will come to interact with you, where you are sharing your feelings, like somebody is saying, how is this wedding? I enjoy a lot. This is my own friend's wedding. Yeah, the bride is very much beautiful and the bridegroom is also very much beautiful. How I pray to God that they will go live together with happiness. Their journey of life will be prosperous. In spite of it, let's see, everything depends upon the mutual understanding of them. Yeah, absolutely, you are telling true. In spite of it, nothing can be said. And of course, contradiction and friction are integral part of discussion. Uh, and in case of a husband and a wife, it is a common phenomenon. It is a common phenomenon. So you can speak like this. Then what is English? This is also a key point, a key question. What is English? English is simply a language. English is a medium. With the help of that you can communicate. In brief, I have explained it. Later, if you want to know more about English and its emergence like international language, then this person can explain in detail. Please mention it in comment box. My WhatsApp number is also given. You can interact with the help of that too. Okay, now various aspects of English. Aspects of English. This is also a very important thing. Various aspects of English. What do you mean by aspects of English? English is divided into some categories like translation, grammar, and of course literature, and finally spoken. So what is spoken, what is grammar, what is translation, what is literature, and how are they different from one another? This is the matter. You should know, you should stay in the boundary of language or spoken only. Do not cross the boundary, otherwise you won't be able to speak English. Then of course a lot of structures are required to speak gradually, day by day, every day, non-stop. You just think, speak non-stop. Like this is a curtain, the color of the curtain is red, the color of the curtain is pink, and I like these colors. These are the symbol of our courage as well as our love. And of course, I like this blue color. Sky blue color is my favorite color because it shows the huge sky. The huge sky is the symbol of our pensive mood, our pondering nature, the depth of and of course the deep blue sea is also indicating the same thing, the our depth of thoughts. And of course, let us move ahead. Then Psychology behind language. Psychology behind language is the another term of our foundation level uh, learning course. In foundation, we are going to learn about psychology behind a language. Sir. Actually, English is spoken in our country as a secondary language. In this manner, English is used for the purpose of only working in the office or expressing ourselves in the formal places. This is not our native language. Hindi can be spoken throughout our life, and then of course we are learning some dialectical language, in our some colloquial tone we are communicating with our family members. But that is the different thing, and English is the different thing. Uh, and of course, English is the secondary language. So how can we make it the primary language? So usually people assume that they do not have surroundings. That's why they do not speak English. But that is not the truth. This is totally depend. If you require, then you can begin from that day, and very soon you can be worthy of speaking English like this person. What is the thing that you should do? You just imagine. You just imagine the impact of surrounding. You just express yourself in such a manner that you think everywhere English is available and only English is the medium to express yourself. That if you know English, then you can survive. If you do not know English, then you cannot survive. If you think like this, then automatically very soon your thinking will be developed and your psychology will make you worthy of speaking English. A person who is the teacher of physics can see everywhere the impact of physics. A person who is the chemist can see everywhere the impact of chemistry. In this manner, if you are a language teacher or language learner, then just go through English everywhere in all kinds of your activities. Let you make your English active. With the help of that, you can speak English. And then, of course, tense. What is tense? This plays a very vital role in speaking English, in communicating with our students. We play with tenses. We ought to know how to utilize our tenses with our senses. Do it. This is also connected with tense. Of course, this is not taught in tenses, but this is also a part of the tense. Everything, tense means simply type. If you go through my other channel, and if you go through my grammatical channel, then yeah, of course you can find about it. That in the thorough and deft manner, that tense is nothing like except time. Nothing like a big task. Tense is something that you should know in the pleasant manner. And of course, I would like to tell you that tense plays a very vital role. A lot of our structures are available in tenses. We should know, and all your structures should be known to us. Not all kinds of things. If you translate from Hindi to English, then it will be called translation, and if you know the rules, then it will be called grammar. But if you simply practice in the monolingual term, then with the help of the structure like subject plus V1 plus object, you go to school, you eat a mango, you learn English, you speak English, you dance on the roof. Sorry. So if you do like this, then of course you can be worthy of speaking English. You should just mark a demarcation. If you are learning with the help of an expert, a role of teacher is always hidden everywhere. A teacher does not exist outside. A teacher exists inside you. So, and some of the times, if you need, then you can contact with this person to get the clarification, undoubtedly. And of course, think with your emotion. Without words, you can't do anything. So words play a vital role, and you know a lot of words, but you haven't utilized. If you have utilized those words that you know a lot, then of course you can be worthy of speaking English. So you just speak English with the help of words and emotions. You think in your mind recalls a lot of things, a lot of activities which are happening whole day. Somebody hurts you, somebody praises you, somebody loves you, somebody cares you. You just think about them. Somebody abuses you, somebody appreciates you, somebody cares you. You just focus on them, and then of course you just consider the whole kinds of activities, then automatically everything will be easy. But you just indulge yourself in the English language. Indulge, I'm telling you, you just indulge. You just be passionate, crazy about your English. Day and night, 24 hours, think about all English, and forget all the things. Then, finally, miscellaneous structures are also required. Miscellaneous structures such as with the help of modals, with the help of prepositions, with the help of adverbs, with the help of conjunctions, and so on. These are also playing very vital role. Without the help of these, you cannot complete your language. Like, I can do this. You should do that. I ought to respect my parents. Everything. People ought to speak the truth. You should speak like this. You should be familiar with all of these, all of the, all the models actually, and so on. Then of course, question bank. This is also another aspects of it. Another point of learning spoken English. In foundation course, you should know about question bank, because whenever you communicate, you should be habitual to ask a lot of questions like what is your name? Where do you live? What is your father's name? What is your mother's name? What is your father? What is your mother? Which one is your favorite subject? Whom do you like most in your classroom? Who is your favorite classmate? Who is your favorite teacher? Why is he your favorite teacher? Why is she your favorite teacher? Who is your best friend? Who is your ideal person? What is your aim in life? And so on. A lot of questions should be asked by you. Then question bank, because whenever you speak English, you are getting uncomfortable. But discussion must be two-sided. If you reply someone, the answer, like somebody asked you, say something about your father. My father is an ideal person for me. He is a symbol of hard work, courtesy, and emotion, as well as he is a very successful personality in the vision of society. He is simply matchless because of his quality. But what about your father? What is your father? Say something in your own words. So you should ask like this also while communicating, because discussion should be in two-sided terms. A healthy discussion contains the two-sided discussion. Okay, then next one term. that you are going to learn in foundation course of spoken English is word power, lexical kingdom, word power. You should not not be familiar with the entire dictionary, but you should be familiar with the words which are enough to speak. Why? Some of the common words which are is very much essential to know while communicating with the people which are around you. You should be aware of them. So, words power or lexical kingdom should be given by the teacher to the students, and the students must be familiar with them and habitual to use them regularly, non-stop. This is the matter of listening and speaking, with thinking, and of course, being emotional, then expressing yourself with confidence, with nervousness, with arrogance, and with anger. Of course, then in brief, you should be familiar with parts of speech. Parts of speech express, because your speech cannot be built without the help of these things. These things are very much essential to know while you are communicating with most of the people around you. You must be familiar with these terms. These terms are essential to know. And of course, why do we say so? Because these things are essential to express yourself, not grammatically, not in the mode of translation, but in the mode of a structure. You should be familiar. You should know about the value of noun and pronoun and verbs and adjectives and adverbs and prepositions and conjunctions, and finally interjections. These are also playing, interjection is also playing a very vital role. Wow! Alas! Hooray! Oh, actually, these are very much influensive words. And of course, if you go through your these are on your foundation terms that you should mention before the guardians or before the learners, and the learner should be aware of these foundational terms of learning spoken English program. And in case of your advanced level, you should be familiar with diary writing. Diary writing is also a very important thing to know. Every day you should learn how to write an essay, a paragraph, a descriptive skill uh, of elaborating some of the events. And after completing your diary writing, what will be the next in your advanced level? That is called your body language. Body language. Your body language match you the perfect personality or the feeble personality, the influency personality or the timid personality. Your body language should be the concrete one. It must be very much effective. The way by which you express your words, that must be full of your confidence level. Your eye contact plays the vital role. Your movement of tongue, your movements of hands, your movements of legs while you are walking, your hairstyles, and of course everything, your dressing sense, even your body language speaks 70% and your words speaks only 30%, as I think so. So and of course I feel draw the lackness of these things, the lackness of gestures and postures in most of the people, while they communicate, they do not maintain their eye contact. They do not express with emotion. Even this plays the vital role in communicating with the people who are around you or addressing the crowd. Then representation. Representation plays the vital role to begin the sentences, to begin the thought delivering session. While addressing the crowd, you should just say some of the words in the initial of your speech. That is called representation, like honorable directors, sir, respected teachers, and my dear friends. Hello, first of all, a very pleasant morning to all of you. As you know, I am Ashakananda from Standard 12th, and I am going to express myself. And without wasting the time, let us move towards the topic, because I believe struck the iron while it is hot. So this is called an example of representation. Always focus on representation while you speak, while you begin to speak. It makes yourself more attractive than the others. And of course, useful expression or impressive expressions, these are important for us to know. Because of these we can express ourselves in the easy manner, and whenever we are getting trouble to express our views, we can use, these are some small or short expressions which are very much effective to impress the others. Like please, please, help me, excuse me, pardon me, hello, wow, may I come in, mind your language, leave me alone, for God's sake, oh God, fantastic, excellent. You can say like this. These are short expressions. I've made a video on my spoken English channel. You can see. Please scroll and then see. That will be the beneficial, extremely beneficial to all of you, to make you vocal, to make you sound and concrete while communicating with the people, and you will get an inspiration to crack all kinds of obstacles, all kinds of barriers of spoken English. Then, of course, let us move ahead. Some common interrogative structures. Common interrogative structures mean like, common means very familiar. Like, what is your name? Why are you a boy? When are you a boy? How will you be a boy? Should you be a boy? Are you a boy? So these are common interrogative structures. These will help you to distract the attention of the listener. The listener will not be simply offensive. They will also be defensive. While you speak, you are defensive. And while you listen, you are offensive. Because while you speak, you are playing the role of responsibility. You are just fulfilling your criteria, in which you are telling the other people that you have caliber to speak English. But while you raise question, the other person, who is listener, will do so. What you are doing will be done by him also. In this manner, you just raise question, you just not allow the listener to only listen, and you just not be a sufferer of speaking only. To speak is a hard task, a harder task than to listen. So you should have a lot of interrogative structures, common interrogative structures. Except question bank contains small questions, but interrogative common interrogative structures contain a lot of difficult and a lot of paragraph type of structures, like describe your family background. Will you describe your family background? Will you explain about your daily routine? Like this. And of course, let us move ahead. Delivering speech is the another term of your advanced level course. Delivering speech means what? You will get a chance to deliver your thought, your speech. Suppose you have got a chance to deliver the thought on the importance of time and money in your life. So you just express these things in your own words. You are just going to express yourself on the topic. Should begging be banned in India? Yes or no? So you should just express your thoughts on it. Then impressive GD. Impressive GD, what does it mean? GD stands for group discussion. In short, we are saying GD. And group discussion means the ultimate key to break all kinds of hesitation. Group discussion plays the vital role. The group discussion has the prime role to eliminate your hesitation and to make your language sharp, to make your language extreme. In group discussion, you have to speak because everybody is speaking. A lot of speakers are doing the same task, and you do not have choice to escape. You can't be only a listener. You have to just listen and speak. In group discussion, we are only teacher and we are only students. So only we are present, only students are present in the classroom who are learning, and they are discussing with one another, uh, blah 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 blah, like this. So in group discussion you can get a lot of ideas. Group discussion avoids this psychological distance. Group discussion actually fills the psychological distance. It makes a bridge of sharing the thoughts with mutual understanding. We get a chance to come closer to one another in this spoken English classroom, like our family member. In this spoken English classroom, we all should live like a happy family. We should not behave like a classmate. We should behave like a relative, like friends, and then share everything. And in the case of group discussion, the same thing exists. It is the best thing to eliminate hesitation. It can be very much essential to obsolete the distance of social barriers. And it can connect us emotionally with one another. And of course, I was extremely shy while learning language, and my teacher made me worthy of communicating with all kinds of people around our surroundings. Because of the grace of my ma'am and sir, I am here, and I admire them from my bottom of heart, because I was so shy that I was unable to even shake hand with the girl. I uh, I did not speak a single word throughout the whole discussion. I was extremely nervous initially, but I was quite shy. I was so silly that I cannot express in my words. But when I started to communicate, I became an apple of everyone's heart. How is this happened? Because of the innocent heart and being diligent, being curious and laborious and in the extreme level. That's why, of course, I would like to tell you I have delivered a lot of things about group discussion, because group discussion is the extreme level uh, uh, important factor for learning spoken English. You just enjoy each of the second of the group discussion, and then fraction of the second of the group discussion. Just involve yourself with enthusiasm and courage. Then, what can I say? Open discussions. Open discussion is the another factor. What do you mean by open discussion? In the absence of the teacher, when suppose the class is going to begin at 1:30 p.m. And you reached at 1 o'clock. So what will you do? And your another friend has come also. You have come at 1 o'clock, your friend is already present here. What will you do? You will start to interact. Hello, dear friend. How are you? I'm fine, thank you. What about you? I'm also fine. Do you like to enjoy this class? Oh no, this is not the right way to say. I'm in dream. Actually, my classroom is so much dreamy, full of pleasure. It is the sweetest moment of my life. I won't celebrate a festival like this. This is the time of celebration. That's why I have come at 1 o'clock. Oh wow! I too feel so. You can speak like this. Then, open discussion after the dispersal of your classmates from your classroom. You come towards the first floor from your third floor, second floor, or from your classroom. You are out of your class on the road. Then you start to discuss. Oh, what about Rohit? Rohit is an arrogant boy. I don't like him. Oh, you know, Rohit's friend Krishna has abused Pooja. Really? Pooja is also a gaudy girl. I don't like her too. But should she abuse? No, not at all. We should honor a girl. Actually, you know, Savannah likes Rohit, and Savannah is a wealthy person, and Savannah had argued yes, and that's why for on behalf of Savannah, Rohit has abused Pooja. Oh, this is the reason. But we should not be biased. Yes or no? Yes. Will you make him understand? No, no, no. He can start to cry. I'm with you. Then okay. In a decent manner, yes. If you are, because everybody respects you, then there is no need to be worried. I shall make him clarify. Okay. Then after open discussion, conversation is necessary. Conversation inside the classroom, outside the classroom, whenever, wherever, and with whoever. You get a chance to communicate, you begin to communicate. without delay, instantly you start to communicate. It will provide you the fluency level to your next level. Of course, it will make you enthusiastic that you can survive in all kinds of critical situations. Conversation on social occasions. If you get a chance to conversate with some of the new teachers, new parents, your uncles, your aunts, your brothers, your sisters, your nephews, your cousins, your friends, your teachers, and everywhere your guests daughters, your guest sons, your everyone everywhere. On the roadside, a lot of strangers are moving. If nobody is available, let you just make him pause. After considering that, if you have a little bit idea, or if you consider that that person is worthy of communicating, you just begin to communicate. It shows the positive sign that you can handle the circumstance, you can make space inside you, as I have done in my past to learn how to speak English well. I've seen once upon a time in the exhibition road that two foreigners are coming towards me. I said, "Hey bro, what are you doing? Where are you going? Who are you?" I started to communicate, I started to chat with them. So you just start to interact with them, you just start to conversate with them non-stop. Conversation, no conversation, no completion of language. Uh, Group discussion is not possible everywhere, but conversation is possible everywhere. And then, of course, crucial debates. Crucial debates play the vital role, of course. Uh, Crucial debates make you polished. Crucial debates make you shine. Uh, Crucial debates essential to create a lot of ideas to innovate some of the sentences. Like English language is the symbol of modern era. This is the era of globalization where no English, no life, no English, no life. And English language is the oxygen. If you are a flower, then you are incomplete without a fragrance. And what is your fragrance? English language. The English language is your actual fragrance, because it is the thing with the help of that you can express all kinds of subjects, all kinds of ideas, like Hindi. Then, of course, questionization. uh, you just start to ask a lot of questions non-stop, in the very much rapid manner. And when you are standing, then tell your audience that you just start to attack with your rocket launcher, sustain gun, and AK-47. I mean to say, I'm not talking about weapons, I'm talking about all kinds of questions. You just ask all kinds of questions. Then, of course, contracted speech, like, I do not know much more about English. Say like this in the stylish man. I don't know much more about English. I cannot go there because he has disturbed me in the some classes, and I don't like that boy. So, I can't go there because he has disturbed me. He is disturbed me. I quarreled with him. He won't come here again. So he will not come here again is something different, and he won't come here again. I shan't stand here. I'm not a fool. He isn't happy now. So, contracted speech plays the vital role to make your English familiar, to make your English your own, to make your English very much informal, and of course emotional too. Then extempore is simply whoa. Extempore means what? Without preparation, thought deliberation. I mean to say thought expression is expressed without preparation. Whenever suppose a lot of topics are written in a cup of glass, in in a bowl, and you are picking one, and you have got a chance to deliver your ideal person. My ideal, uh, my ideal person is someone who is the greatest preacher, who is physically so sound because he has said the youth that strength is life and the weakness is death. You have known that whom I am talking about. This is none another than Swami Vivekananda. Swami Vivekananda has said a lot of things, and because of that, he has become the source of inspiration for all of us. He has said that life should not be longer, life should be philosophical and pivotal. And in this manner, we can consider that he is the complete man. In the short duration of his life, he has done so much thing that is not done by the thousands of years of life of someone else. As I think so, his legendary character, he, he has spoken everything with the help of the practical situation and emotion. Here's a curious one and of course pivotal one since his childhood. And of course, he is a truthful person, full of intelligence, but with his balancing mind. What can I say? He is the source of inspiration. I can't say nothing more. I can't say anything more than this. Then, of course, extempore plays the extreme importance in our life. Extempore is the game of your ideas, your expression of ideas. If you get a chance, if you are moody, then you can be worthy of expressing yourself without preparation. Instantly, immediately, if you are delivering any topic, suppose a person gave you the topic beauty versus brain, whom will you choose? And you start to deliver the thought. uh, I initially, like everyone, I shall choose beauty because somebody comes before me. I can't judge him or her with the help of his brain. But while communicating, I can feel drawbacks in his or her personality if he or she does not have brain. So, in this manner, I can say that brain is the ultimate choice, but initially we choose beauty, isn't it? We, we choose beauty. Yes or no? Yeah, of course, yes. But this is called the extempore term. And finally, rapid classes. Rapid classes mean uh, rapid classes mean to measure the speed of your fluency, to measure the speed of your language. It plays the vital role to deliver your thoughts with speed. And here, usually people say in the ambiguous voice. This is not the right thing. If you get a chance to speak, I eat, I learn, I dance, I sing, I care, I notice, I observe, I smile, I laugh, I beat, I quarrel, I amuse, I praise, I criticize, I help, I teach, I remember, I speak, I listen, I give, I take. If you get a chance to speak, then your sentences must be clear. Your sentences should not be ambiguous. Your sentences should be clear. If you are not speaking with clear sentences, then what will happen? You should speak with clear sentences. The listener is not getting it properly. So speed is something else, but speed, if in the absence of your language, speed does not have any kind of value. So your sentences must be clear. You speak in such a kind of pace with the help of that this listener can easily understand your language as well as your the listener cannot be disturbed by you. You do not hurt the listener with the words. You just be so confident enough that that listener will be praised. Your, that listener will praise your boldness. You will be praised by that listener actually. Are you getting? Then of course, your moral level plays the vital role. Language is neither good nor bad. Language creates a personality, a celebrity. So your thinking level should be good. For that, so a lot of moral lessons are required to make your mind sound that what should you do, what should you not do. Uh, some salient tips must be given by the preceptors or teachers or guides to make the students sound in the positive manner. They should be optimistic, they should be curious, they should be innovative, they should be the helpers to improve morale. These are the syllabus of the spoken English program of your foundation and advanced. However, I would like to tell you that these levels are of course for the completion of your 4 months program, but your ultimate goal is to speak English, and for that you should do only two things. First to listen and then to speak. Then these things will be helpful. Otherwise, these things will not be helpful. Language is something different from all kinds of aspects of the English language. Of course, grammar, translation, literature, and spoken is, these are the different variants, different aspects of the English language. So, in my opinion, you just practice, you just involve yourself 365 days, 24 hours. Of course, duration is 4 months, but duration is for your practice should begin from the first day of your classroom when you enter in the classroom. When you enter the classroom, your practice should begin from there. Forget about the error, forget about the omission. A man is the toy of errors. To err is human. Everybody knows. So who cares? You just say everything. You just speak and then you just listen. And of course, think a lot. Try to think as much as possible in English language to build your psychology in that direction. I hope you have enjoyed this video. I would like to tell you that subscribe my channel and press the bell icon to get the notification and choose all to get the notification of my all essential videos instantly without delay. In my opinion, your like appreciates this person and motivates this person also. And if you have any kind of doubt,